What's up, everybody? As you already know, my name is Alyceson-Grace and welcome to my channel. So I know I said earlier that I was going to be uploading all the time and that didn't happen. You shouldn't have been surprised, but I'm sorry that I said that I was going to and I didn't. It's an excuse, but let me explain what happened. Basically, I've been packing to leave because I leave on Saturday, so I got busy with that. I went to a baby shower, so I spent a lot of time with that family, so that cut off some time. And then my dad unfortunately got sick, like really sick with food poisoning, and it's been kind of bothering him for a little bit, so I've been focused mainly on taking care of him. We took him out to the baby shower, and I don't know if that helped with the sickness, so I've been mainly focused on that, and that's been kind of worrying me a little bit, so I haven't really had the heart to make videos, but he's getting better now, which is why I'm making a video now. I wouldn't be making a video if I was like utterly like sad and anxious like I was earlier, but I'm feeling better now, and he's feeling better now, and my mom's doing okay, so I have time to make at least one video before I leave. This hopefully isn't my last video before I move to Denton, but if it is, enjoy. But yes, I do leave for move-in day on Saturday. I will be making a vlog about it, of course. I'll do my best to. It shouldn't be too bad. Just some quick old videos and just talking about like what I'm bringing to college. The topic of today's conversation, I guess it's just gonna be dating in college because I keep thinking about that and I just want to talk about that because what else am I gonna talk about? And then before we begin, bracelets. Still selling them like I always am. They are absolutely beautiful, very inexpensive, and they're selling like hotcakes. Everybody loves something that's pretty and very inexpensive and good for a college budget. So instead of going out and spending like $1,000 on like some James Avery or something, like yarn. Funny that I want to talk about this because I'm not dating anybody. I'm not in a relationship. I haven't dated anybody. Like, actually, the only date I've ever been on in my life was in 7th grade. And this boy named John that I had a crush on, the trombone player, for those of you who were in band with me, he and I met up at Oak Hills Park, which, if you live in my area, you know where it is. He bought me Sonic, or at least his mom bought a Sonic, and we walked around the park. He had a broken clavicle, so we were walking around in a sling, but you know what? It was okay. We threw a football here and there. He wore his Hollister vest. I wore my Hollister vest. This was 7th grade. Hollister was bougie. And it was a beautiful day, and it was also on one of the anniversaries of Michael Jackson's death, so there was a lot of Michael Jackson playing in the car when I left. Anyway, so needless to say, haven't been on a date since, haven't been asked on a date since, and that's honestly okay, because I've been busy and people suck, so I don't like to ask first. But other than friend dates, because if you count friend dates, I've been on too many to count, I haven't been on a romantic date in a minute, and that's okay. But I'm still gonna tell you about dating, because I want to, and this is my channel, so subscribe. So my 5 tips on college, well, freshman year dating from a single person. Number 1, don't. Never mind, okay. Number 1, steer clear of dating apps. I know it's easy to use Tinder and to use Bumble and to use whatever else is out there, but I personally think it's not going to work. I mean, you can meet some cool people there, and you might also meet your classmates and your friends, and the guy you like might match with your best friend on Tinder, but that's beside the point. I'd say be careful about dating apps because if you don't know the person, something can happen. Unfortunately, people I know have had some bad experiences with Tinder, specifically because sometimes the people that they meet turn out to be very dangerous, toxic, or unhealthy. So I'd say steer clear of that for safety purposes. If you want to hook up, but I will say sometimes people use dating apps to take advantage of people, and I don't want that to happen to you. So just be careful. Number 2, I'd say identify your love language and establish your communication tactics. I know, sounds kind of fancy, but I'm basically saying, how do you recognize love and how do you give it? You and your partner need to talk about that. because if your love language is acts of service and gifts, and their acts and the way they show love is not that, then you might feel unloved when they feel like they're showing you they love you. And then it causes problems. And then there's a breakdown in communication, and then everybody breaks up and everybody's crying over some freaking sad movie. But here's what I do. Again, coming from a single person, but my love languages are quality time and physical touch. So when people show me affection like hugging or like a kiss or something like that, like I feel cared for. And then if they spend time with me, I definitely feel like they care about me. But if they don't do those things, no matter how many gifts they give me or how many things they do for me, I don't feel like that's love. I feel like that's more servitude. And in a relationship, I don't need a dude serving me like that. I don't really need a dude serving me at all. It's just that, I just don't like that, because I like to see it from both sides, and I don't want, if I were to be basing a relationship off of servitude, I would probably hate the person for the rest of their lives. So instead, I believe in companionship. And I do believe that showing through giving them your time and giving them, your touch, that's the best way I know how to show love and to receive it. However, if somebody's not comfortable with touching, I will not touch them. It'd be best if you told me, but also I owe it to you to ask for your permission before I touch you. So just a random tip, this is a side tip, please ask for consent before you touch somebody. If it's a hug, if it's holding their hand, if it's kissing them, just don't assume and don't jump into it if you don't know for sure. Use your emotional intelligence to figure out what the other person's communication style is and try to match it as best as you can. If it's one-sided, that's not good. But if you're both paying attention and you're both mature enough to see the cues, then you should be able to match in a way that works for the two of you. If you're not matching, you might need to have an intervention or a third party. Mediators always help. I was a mediator, so you can come to me. Number 3. What is number 3? Get to know the person you want to have sex with before you have sex with them, so that you don't regret having sex with them. That's the best thing I can say. Don't have sex before you know their middle name. I feel inclined to add this so that I don't get a butt whooping from anybody, but no, I have not had sex. I just wanted this in there because I felt it was necessary. It's a terrible kind of low bar, but in a hookup culture like our own, a middle name is very private, and in my opinion, sex, even though I find it to be emotionally kind of empty, I do think that it's a private endeavor. You don't want the world knowing who you're having sex with, because that can be very uncomfortable for everybody, especially if you get pregnant or an STD, then that's really... But the middle name thing is just, for those of you who want to hook up, at least cross that hurdle before you reach the finish line, buddy. Number 4. Number four. Be yourself. Cliche, I know, but you're going to naturally change. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't try to lie to people. Don't try to act like you're something you're not. That's not attractive. It's not cute. If you're a hoe, be upfront. If you're a player, be upfront. If you're a bigot, be upfront. But that doesn't mean people are gonna like you. But it's better to tell people what you are rather than to, pull a whole ruse or something. Nobody wants to be doofenshmirtz. So that's just a thing. Just be real. It can be awkward, but if the person really likes you, they will bypass your flaws and accept you as you are. Which leads me into my last one. Number 5. Nobody is your pet or your project, so don't be trying to change people into your dream hubby, into your dream wifey, into any of that. Don't date people with intent to change them. If you don't like what they're doing right now, when you start dating them, don't expect it to change. I watched a show where they say the dating stage is probably the best, the honeymoon pretty much for the whole thing. Once you get serious, once you get married, it's never that good. I wouldn't know, not married, not engaged, not dating anybody, not even in a relationship. What do I know? But I'm just saying, just from my personal observations, that if you try to change somebody, it's all going to backfire. And then you're going to hate everything that you were attracted to in the first place. Don't make people your pet or your project. Nobody is obligated to change for you. And if people are changing to please you, it's not going to be a consistent thing. It's not going to last. And even if you try to change people, when they leave you, then they become somebody else's perfect prize. And then all that work you put into that person is down the drain. Sure, the girl who's got your man now might be saying thank you, but you're sitting here at their wedding being utterly miserable, and we just don't want that in this house. I want love for all of you. My subscribers and non-subscribers, I love you all because you are good people, hopefully. Why would you be watching me? I'm a good person. Anyway, so I know the big question is, why would a single person be making this video? Honestly, I just wanted to talk about it. Prove me wrong. Actually get involved in my videos. Like, if you think I'm wrong, comment that I'm wrong and tell me why. Or make a response video. I don't care. Do what you want. But that's kind of it. Anyway, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. As you know, my name is Alyceson-Grace. This is just my little tidbit. I will try to make some more videos later, but this is my main one right now. So be sure to look at my other videos and get some bracelets. So